Welcome to twoquestions.tv. Today we're talking about New Year's goals. Welcome to twoquestions.tv. I'm Susan Baroncini-Moe. Happy New Year! I hope you did your year-end wrap-up. If you didn't, go back to a few days ago when I talked about wrapping up your year. I'll share that in the cards for today. We're going to jump right into pacing out your new year today. You might have some goals you didn't quite achieve in the last year and that you want to continue to work toward this year. Remember, we're celebrating the progress that we made and we're setting new benchmark for those old goals. And you might have some new ones that you want to reach too. But remember, when you set a benchmark and you only get so far, you don't worry that you didn't meet the benchmark. You celebrate how far you did come. And you think about, what could I do next? And who do I have to be to make this next thing happen, right? Okay, so what are the goals that you're working toward, and what kind of progress do you want to see at key benchmarks throughout the year? And how are you going to get there? As you develop your goals, you want to think about being specific, measurable, and positive, meaning your goals should be stated in a very specific way. So you don't want to say, I want to lose weight, or I want to be a better leader. You want to be very clear about how much better, and you want to be specific and measurable. So I want to lose a certain amount of pounds. I want to, I want to be specific, right? Not just I want to be healthier, but how do you want to be healthier? Not just I want to be a better leader, but how do you want to be a better leader? And try to come up with ways you can measure that. Now, being a better leader, it's hard to measure that. Okay. So let's talk about a few ways you can measure. One is you can look at, for example, having your team do surveys and polls so you can collect metrics. You can have a coach who, like I do with all of my clients, I do metrics. So I have an assessment that I use. It's a assessment tool, and my clients use those tools to measure their progress as a leader, in their growth as a leader. So you can use some of those things. And your goals should be stated in the positive. So you don't want to say, I don't want to yell at my employees anymore, but rather, I want to be a more effective leader who is in control of my emotions. And you can actually come up with some metrics that fit around that as well. But you can see how that's stated positively in terms of what you want, not in terms of what you don't want. And if you're struggling with that particular goal, call me. Don't yell at your employees. All right. As you work through these goals and you develop strategies to meet those goals, think about, what are you willing to do to achieve your goals? How hard are you willing to work to get there? What kinds of things, what kinds of mentors, coaches, leaders, people do you need in your world, in your circle, in your sphere of influence to help you get there? And how much time can you give to those goals? Who do you need to become to achieve your goals? Those are the important parts. And you also want to think through what kind of challenges or roadblocks you might meet as you go down this path, and how you're going to deal with those things. So have backup plans ready, have plan A, plan B, plan Z, so you can be prepared. It's also really helpful to envision yourself achieving the goals that you've set out and to make that a part of your regular routine. So this is called future pacing. It's an NLP technique that allows you to see yourself in the future, realizing the goals that you've set out for yourself and being successful. And it helps to create a state of mind that creates future performance and success. And also, when you're thinking in that way, when you have that plan in your mind, it allows you to see solutions to problems. So if you're working toward a plan, if you have a clear path and you see and you envision where you're heading, your brain is open to possibility. Your brain becomes more open to solutions. So when you encounter a roadblock or a challenge, instead of going, oh, no, I don't know what to do. What am I going to do now? You actually go, oh, I planned for this. First of all, you will plan for those kinds of things. That's what we're talking about. But also, what are the solutions? What are the answers to this challenge? How do I solve this problem? So you want to approach it in that way so that you see yourself being successful. You already know you're going to get there, or close, and you just have to answer the problems, solve the problems. So this explanation overall is a little bit simplified, right? And when I work through it with clients, we typically take some real time to go through the process. It can be a lot of fun. It can be very exciting when you start to realize what's possible, but be at least somewhat realistic in the goals that you set out for yourself in terms of the time you're able to devote to it. If you have a lot of time that you can put into achieving a goal, grow crazy, think big. But if you don't have much time that you can put into achieving a goal and you don't have a lot of resource to put toward it, be realistic. I'm a big fan of thinking big. You guys know when Mitch Matthews comes on this show, we'll be talking about dream big. And I love massive possibility. But as a coach, I also encourage my clients to think through time, which is not infinite. For most of us, we only have a certain amount of time in every week, right? Unless you're some great superpowered being that I don't know about, you only have a certain number of hours in every week and in every day. So there's only so much you can do. And if you are in the weeds too much, then you won't be able to spend as much time and energy and resource toward your goals. So you really have to spend some time right now committing to achieving goals and giving resource to those goals, giving time, giving energy, giving emotion, giving real hard work. So you have to be prepared to do that. So you have a little homework to start your year off right. So make sure you do that homework, because I have some great shows coming up this year to help you achieve your goals and to help you grow as a business leader and as a human being. So stay tuned, do that homework, plan your year, and get ready. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. I'll see you next time.